Ever feel like you're working hard but still not getting ahead with money? Like you're stuck on a treadmill, putting in the effort but going nowhere fast? You look around and everyone else seems to be doing fine, but you're secretly worried about your bank account. But here's the good news. Getting ahead with money isn't about being born rich or becoming some kind of Wall Street genius. Today we're diving deep into 8 powerful money rules that can help you build real, lasting wealth, crush that financial stress that keeps you up at night, and finally take control of your financial future. And trust me, rule number 7 is something most people completely overlook. Quick reminder, hit like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video that could change your life. Rule number 1, pay yourself first. This first rule is the foundation everything else is built on. Before you pay your rent or mortgage, before you buy groceries, before you even think about that new pair of shoes, pay yourself first. What does that actually mean? It means setting aside a portion of every single paycheck and putting it directly into a savings account. Think of it like paying your future self. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Graham, I can barely afford rent, how am I supposed to save anything? And I get it, I've been there. But here's the thing, even if it's just $10 or $20 from each paycheck, that's $10 or $20 more than you had before. The key is to make this an automatic habit, because let's be honest, if you wait until the end of the month to save whatever's left over, there's rarely anything left, is there? Setting up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account is like putting your financial future on autopilot. It takes the emotion out of saving and makes it a non-negotiable part of your financial routine. Trust me, your future self will thank you. This isn't just about being good with money, it's about shifting your mindset. Start small if you have to, but start. Rule number 2, spend less than you earn. Okay, this one might seem obvious, but stay with me because it's where most people trip up. You can know everything about investing, side hustles, and real estate, but if you spend more than you make each month, you're digging yourself into a financial hole. Think of it like this. If you earn $4,000 a month after taxes but your lifestyle costs $4,200, you're effectively going into debt, even if you're putting it on a credit card and telling yourself you'll pay it off later. That $200 deficit adds up fast, and before you know it, you're trapped in a cycle of debt that feels impossible to escape. This rule isn't about depriving yourself or living like a monk. It's about making conscious choices with your money and being honest with yourself about what you can truly afford. The best way to get a handle on your spending is brutally simple. Track every single dollar you spend for 30 days. Use a budgeting app, a spreadsheet, or even just a notebook. Whatever works for you. Remember, living below your means isn't about being cheap. It's about being smart. Rule number 3, avoid bad debt. Alright, let's talk about debt. Not all debt is created equal. There's good debt and there's bad debt, and knowing the difference is crucial. Good debt, like a mortgage on a rental property or a student loan for a degree that will increase your earning potential, can actually help you build wealth over time. But bad debt is the silent wealth killer that keeps people trapped in a cycle of paying off yesterday's purchases forever. What do I mean by bad debt? I'm talking about high-interest debt like credit cards and payday loans. These are the financial traps that seem convenient in the moment, but end up costing you way more in the long run. Think about it. That $500 vacation you put on your credit card could end up costing you $750 or more in interest if you only make minimum payments. That's money you could be saving, investing, or using to pursue your goals. So here's the key. If you're going to take on debt, make sure it's for something that will increase in value over time. A rental property that generates passive income? Good debt. Remember, the goal is to escape the cycle of debt, not perpetuate it. Rule number 4, assets versus liabilities. Know the difference. Let's talk about a concept that changed my life. Understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. This is something they don't teach you in school, but it's fundamental to building wealth. Here's the simple definition. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Sounds straightforward, right? But most people get tripped up because they confuse owning things with building wealth. That brand new car in your driveway, unless you're an Uber driver, it's probably a liability. It's costing you money in gas, insurance, maintenance, and depreciation. On the other hand, a rental property that generates positive cash flow every month, that's an asset. A dividend-paying stock that puts money in your pocket every quarter, asset. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy nice things or enjoy the fruits of your labor, but understanding the difference between assets and liabilities will change how you view every purchase. Rule number 5, build multiple streams of income. Let's be real, relying on a single source of income is risky. If you lose your job, your hours get cut, or your industry takes a hit, your entire financial world could come crashing down. That's why building multiple streams of income is crucial for long-term financial security and wealth building. Think about it. If you have one stream of income, you're essentially putting all your eggs in one basket. But if you have multiple streams of income flowing in, you're diversifying your risk and creating a safety net for yourself. The wealthy understand this. They don't rely on just one job or one investment to make their money. They have multiple streams of income coming from businesses, real estate, investments, and other ventures. Now, I'm not saying you need to quit your job tomorrow and become a serial entrepreneur. Start small. What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? Could you turn that skill into a side hustle? The key is to start small, experiment, and find what works for you. Rule number 6, the power of no. This rule is simple but powerful. Learn to say no. Every time you say yes to spending money on something you don't need, you're saying no to something else, like saving for your future, investing in your goals, or simply having peace of mind. It's easy to fall into the trap of impulse purchases, especially in today's world of online shopping and targeted advertising. Those little purchases might seem insignificant in the moment, but they add up over time, eating away at your hard-earned money. Learning to say no to unnecessary spending is about taking control of your finances and making conscious choices about where your money goes. Remember, saying no isn't about depriving yourself, it's about prioritizing what's truly important to you. Rule number 7, manage risk, don't just avoid it. This is the rule most people get wrong. They think financial success is about avoiding risk altogether. But here's the truth. Avoiding all risk is impossible. In fact, trying to avoid risk completely can actually be the riskiest move of all. Think about it. If you keep all your money in a savings account earning a measly 0.01% interest, you're actually losing money to inflation. Your money is losing purchasing power every single day. That's not safety, that's slowly bleeding money. Whether it's investing in the stock market, starting a business, or even changing careers, calculated risk is how people grow their wealth and achieve financial freedom. It's about understanding the potential downsides, mitigating your risk as much as possible, and then taking the leap. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and bet your life savings on a risky investment, but understand that playing it too safe can be just as detrimental to your financial well-being as being reckless. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your risk across different investments, asset classes, and income streams. Rule number 8, build wealth, don't just save it. The final rule is this: saving money is important, but it's not enough. To build real wealth, you need to focus on making your money work for you. Saving money protects you, but it won't make you rich. It's like keeping your money on the sidelines while the real game is being played. Investing, on the other hand, is like putting your money on the field and giving it a chance to score. It's about putting your money to work in assets that have the potential to grow over time, like stocks, real estate, or even your own business. Now, I know investing can seem intimidating, especially if you're new to it, but it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to be a Wall Street whiz to start investing. Start by investing in low-cost index funds, which are a great way to get exposure to a diversified portfolio of stocks without having to pick individual stocks yourself. Here's the good news. You don't need to follow all 8 rules perfectly starting today. Just pick one and commit to mastering it. Once you've got one down, move on to the next. Small changes, compounded over time, lead to massive results. So, which rule resonated with you the most? Which one are you going to tackle first? Drop it in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. You've got this. One smart move at a time.